Topics Talk Radio is live. Welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio. I am so freaking glad to be back on air. OMG. You have no idea how this has affected my life. But welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio. I'm Toni Breedlove, and of course, I am joined by the most fabulous team in radio and TV, Rollin D and Miss Yvonne Baker, who is now joining us once again, and we have missed her, and she has been a trooper through all of my technology indiscretions. So, hey guys,
how you doing? How you guys doing?
Hey. So, just want to welcome those who have started to tune in. I see that a couple of people are joining us so far. So just want to say thank you to them for getting in here a little early. But tonight we have a great show lined up for you tonight. And this is because of Miss Yvonne Baker. She came up with the topic or asking the question, is your past sabotaging your future? Tell me how you tell me how you came up with that.
Right, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you.
Uh-oh.
It went a little something like this. See, I'm pursuing a new relationship.
Oh.
And
it's gonna be on Yvonne tonight.
And it just seems like I kind of psychoanalyze myself.
Okay.
Or to go to a professional, so I have to do it myself. Call it self-help program with me.
How's that working out for you?
It probably work out pretty good. Like I told you the other day, if I could follow my own advice, like I can give it, I might be all right. So I was sitting here and I'm thinking, actually I was driving. And I'm like, okay, well, I've had 1, 2, 3, a few relationships, possible relationships. But every time I start getting or start feeling that they're getting into me, I do something to just back away from it. So
okay,
I saw that video about the woman that you posted, where the guy did all this for, brought a table and a whole picnic spread out on the table, and she started complaining. I'm like, damn, she's sabotaging the relationship before she. And then I thought,
exactly.
Not
First of all, it wasn't you because she was in a big old pink balloon.
Yeah, red is color, so.
So it wasn't you.
No.
Okay.
No. So that was how I came to that topic.
So who posted that video? Who posted that video? You or Yvonne? I saw the video. You posted it. Oh, you posted it?
Yeah, I posted it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I saw it on someone else's page. It was like part of a group. And I'm like, these people are going crazy because everybody was like, get rid of the whale, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow. They were like giving her hell. And I thought to myself, yeah, she was a bit on the rude side. She really was.
Rude.
Yeah, she was.
And
she was rude.
He didn't know. He didn't. After he would say what he did for her and the reason he did it, and she shoot him down.
Yeah.
The look on his face like, what in the hell am I doing here?
You should have said that when he first saw her.
Gee.
Damn.
Well, I'm just saying,
Okay, so I want to ask you the question, since you felt that there was this kindred spirit between you and that video. What? No.
Yvonne, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm going to say,
yeah. Did you feel a kindred spirit with the woman?
I didn't.
No, I didn't.
I thought about this actually kind of before I saw that video, so there's no kind of kindred anything there.
Well, okay, so let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Can I go into the conversation that we had?
Yeah.
Do you mind, Yvonne?
Oh,
sure.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
So Yvonne and I, were having a conversation after she had. Well, let's start with the beginning when you had met him.
Oh,
okay. So when you met him when you were having phone conversations.
Oh.
So when you were having these phone conversations with this guy, he was immediately like, according to you, he was immediately like, yeah, I'm going to stick with you and you hadn't even met the guy. And he was like making plans for the future.
Red flag.
Yeah, he had our
that was very red flag.
He had our future, well, his future with me, all planned out. We were going to get married, and he was going to, well, okay, let me back that up.
Yeah, back on up.
He was going that's what I had done. No.
Really? Eva?
Shoot, if I did that, I'd never get rid of him.
Wait a minute. When I gave the face, Rollin D came in like 3 seconds later. It was like all of a sudden it hit him. Oh my God. This is why I miss being on air. I really do. So when you had these conversations, I mean, what were some of the things that he was immediately like going into?
Okay. So we're sitting here like maybe 30 minutes into our conversation, because we had about a 3-hour conversation.
Right.
And about 30 minutes into the conversation, he's like, because I met him online.
Okay.
So he's RD. He's sitting there and he's telling me, oh, you know what? I'm sitting here and I'm looking at your picture. You looking at mine?
Making sure you do it together.
Yeah. I don't know. So then he started telling me about, a little bit about himself. He's divorced twice.
That was red flag.
And, and then he tells me somewhere in the conversation, maybe 30, 45 minutes in the conversation, he has no problem in relocating. I said,
what?
Really?
Oh, he got too many red flags, man.
I said, so where you going to relocate to? He said, well, you know what? If we get together, I don't have a problem moving down there where you are. Oh, you going to buy a house down here? But something I didn't tell you.
Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. I know, Rollin D. I'm with you. Oh, boy.
Wait. He a minister?
For some reason. What'd you say, D?
Is he a minister?
Is he a minister?
I'm just guessing. I'm trying to guess. Through this.
No. So he came down last Saturday.
Okay.
But he treated me like a queen. I have to say, he is a nice guy. Opened my door. I didn't have to spend a dime. And didn't. So, but it's just. It was just that conversation that we had that is really turning me off, because he's moving. He wants to move too fast. And I had to tell him, like, man, slow your roll.
Well, let me ask you. Okay. Well, hey, hang on a second. So what will you think is the right speed for you?
Neutral.
Revving of the engine.
No, but I mean, you know what? Yeah, and when somebody comes and starts telling you about how they want to move down here, he's gonna sell his house because he's already got a buyer for it. Lady
Already?
next door wants to buy the house, so
whoa.
Are you serious?
I'm
Yeah,
serious.
so, and y'all been talking about how long? A week? He heard about like
A week, 1 day.
Oh my God,
1 day.
yeah, he might be we might have to look him up online or something. He may be a serial killer or something.
Damn, D, a serial killer?
Okay, well, look at all the red flags. Since you've been telling this story the last 5-10 minutes, I done put 3 red flags. Really number 4 with this last thing with buying a house. I mean, selling a house in a week.
But see, everybody else, Miss Breedlove, is telling me about how I need to give him a chance to stop tripping.
Well, see, you didn't tell me about the part where he was like he was like saying he was ready to move down there. And I don't remember you telling me that part.
You weren't listening.
No.
You were too busy putting that computer.
And buying a house?
No.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If he sell his house, he have some money. So you know you're not going to be coming here broke. So that's a plus.
Exactly. But
that's one plus. I will say that. At least he ain't coming here broke.
Let me tell you what he said afterwards. This is why. Okay, so we're on the phone Sunday.
Oh, boy.
So he tells me it was Sunday or Monday. So he tells me he's fed up with this people at work, and he's like, I'm just ready. I don't know. I'm just gonna sell my house. I can sell my house, and the money I have for my house, I can just move down there and move in with you and your parents, and we will have a lot of money.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Move in with your parents?
What, your parents?
You didn't hear that part, D?
What the heater came on.
Oh my God! With your parents?
Yeah, I already got to hear no more. I heard no. I mean, so, 5-5.
Am I sabotaging this relationship? Yes.
Well.
You wouldn't know.
Okay.
No, you're not sabotaging.
No, you're being smart. You're being smart after that, because I don't think I remember you telling me that.
Well, this last part just happened.
Okay, so let's move on to now, between the time that you had first spoken to him on the phone to the time that you first met, tell me what happened when you first met.
So he was he had registered in the hotel down the street.
Oh.
Okay.
And so I met him. I drove there and I met him. So I parked where he had to go in and check in. So I made sure I parked, and I'm sitting in the parking lot because I want to see what it is before I go.
You was gonna take off?
She was scoping out.
Well, one of the other guys I met, I wouldn't have regret for that one.
What, he bought a security with him?
He didn't need it. So I had to scope him out before I got out my car. I mean, he's not a bad looking guy.
Well, no, it's not so much that he's a bad looking guy or a good looking guy. That's not the point. That's not the point. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Alex. That's not the point. The point is that, and see, and now that I'm hearing that part of it.
Right.
I'm like, because at first I'm going to tell you the truth, Rollin D. What I told her is I said, okay, so what do you tell me? Okay, because I pick them apart. I pick folks apart. Okay. And so when I asked her that, she was like, yeah, you're right. I need to take my own advice. I didn't know that part.
Well, this just happened a couple of days. This part just happened a couple of days ago, but I did tell you about the house.
I can't remember.
Girl, you had so much on your mind, you probably didn't
Right.
half the stuff I said.
Oh my God. Okay, so let me ask you this. If he had not been like, with the stalker propensities
Right.
or the weirdo
Right.
propensities, what would be your reaction? Because is that what's throwing you off?
I think it is, but I need to know the person before I can really say whether there's a relationship there or not.
Okay. Okay. So what part of your past played into how you were perceiving this person?
Okay, my past really gets in between my relationships that I have, well, not relationships because I haven't had any, my encounters. And that was a relationship that broke up in 2006. Remember?
2006. Rollin D.
You said room 206.
No.
Oh, I mean, it's heated.
Stop moving around and listen.
This heater zones, I can't.
Oh. In 2006, I broke up with the love of my life. Yeah,
I know.
And I think what I'm doing is I'm comparing. No, I'm not comparing, but there are qualities that I'm looking for that I am not finding in the man
Okay.
that I'm meeting.
You're gonna find
Well, you're not gonna find that today because it's so. You said 2006.
Jesus.
We're in 2018,
Lord,
and these folks have lost their minds.
right.
Yeah, especially Vegas. Well, I can't.
These people have lost their minds.
I really can't say that just in Vegas because Texas is full of them too.
Okay, so Jacqueline is saying your past can sabotage you big time.
It can. Yes, Jacqueline, it can.
So, question: do you see this going anywhere?
No.
Are you still going to give him a chance? You don't see it going anywhere?
No, I really don't, because it was like this morning. Yesterday morning, I get up at 6.
Okay.
He calls me at 6:01.
Oh damn.
And I'm like, and he don't know when to stop talking. And
one of those.
So I get up at 6. I have to get up, have my coffee.
Shit.
I'm not getting up any earlier than that. I refuse. So I have to get up, have my coffee, jump in the shower, get dressed, and by 7 o'clock, 7:10 at the latest, I got to be out the door. So he wants to hold a conversation. Now I got an attitude. I got a serious attitude when you call.
Oh boy, and I know that attitude.
So this morning, 6:30, he calls me. I'm sitting here. I got my coffee. I'm putting on my makeup and stuff. And I looked at the phone, and I'm like, okay. So I didn't answer. So the night he calls me, he was like, I'm upset with you. Upset with me for what? You didn't answer your phone this morning. I'm like, dude, common sense. I must have been in the damn shower. 6:30. I got to be at work at 7. So that stuff, it gets on my nerve. I don't like to be questioned. We're not married.
If you were married, you would still have a problem to some degree.
But yes, back to the original question. Yes, I don't see anything going too far with this. Get another dinner out of it, or just something to do. But
okay, so then the next question goes to Mr. Rollin D.
yeah, come on, D.
Well, don't look surprised. Don't look surprised. The next question then goes to Rollin D. So at any part of, say, minus the last couple of years that you've been with your girl, right? Minus those, go before her. Had you let your past dictate how you were either in a relationship or how that relationship was going, or how you felt about the relationship? Had you ever used your past to dictate how your future was going in a relationship?
No, I haven't.
Be honest, D.
I'm being honest. I mean, but again, red flags are red flags. I mean, you know, like if it was a case like your case there, if I started seeing red flags, I would use that as a, you know, tool to hold up. But I never let the past. I mean, every situation is a new situation, so I never let a past situation become a problem in a new situation.
Okay, so let me ask you, D. Now, okay, it's everybody is not the same. We all know.
Hi, Devette.
True.
Yeah. No, I was just saying hi to Devette.
No, everybody is not the same. So,
correct.
Not judging what that person, the last person did, or whoever it was that you were, in a relationship, in a long-term relationship before. But are there things that you had in a previous relationship that you see in the current one? You've seen in the current one?
No, not at all. Because again, I mean, each individual is different. Each individual communicate different. I mean, the last situation was a first time situation that I've ever been in, a situation where a person was a serious alcoholic. I've never been with a person who, I mean, I've been with a lot of people who drink, but I've never been with a person that drinks to that extent where, let them take over their whole mind, body, and control them, and they to a different person. Mm-hmm. So that was the first time. I've never in my life been with somebody like that. So it's the first time for everything. But the next person I was dealing with, they was a person who would drink. I wouldn't just look at them all of a sudden and say, "Oh, well, you drinking then? I went through this before with somebody drinking." No, because you never know that situation, how the situation is going to pan out. I mean, each situation is different from what I've experienced. I mean, I'm very picky anyway, so therefore, like I said, I never picked two of the same situations, in my years of dating.
But don't you think it's okay? Would you guys even agree that you find more women who will take things from a past relationship into a new one than men do?
Oh yeah, of course, women do all the time. Yeah, I think so. That's 100% correct.
What do you mean 100%? There's got to be a 1%er out there that's just crazy as hell.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I see that a lot. I mean, women do it more than men. I see that a lot because they've been through so much, or this kid's father, this past husband, this past situation, and they kind of like look at, oh, you doing the same thing he used to do? You know what I mean? So a lot of times, for women, that is the case. A lot of times, I hear it, I see it a lot, but I don't hear a lot from men. I don't hear them say, "Oh man, she just like the last chick I had." I mean,
you don't. I've heard guys say that.
But again, I'm saying for me, I haven't heard them. But then I don't have a lot of male associates. I only have a few males that I don't even associate with, and all the males I associate with are pretty much doing their own little thing. So I don't have a lot of males I really even associate with like that. I just kind of keep it to a small circle. So the little small circle I have, pretty much all my brothers I pretty much deal with, they pretty much content and happy in their situation.
You know what? I think my circle is probably smaller than yours, but I have heard men say that.
Wow. Let me say hello to Pastor Ray Williams. What's up, Pastor Ray?
Hey.
I know. He says, never allow the pain and the pitfalls of your past to position the promise of your future. Just my 2 cents. It's more than 2 cents, Pastor Ray. That's more than 2 cents. Good to see you, though.
Pastor Ray, I'm in Killeen. You got to send me your address of your church.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
About 2.5 hours from him.
You gonna drive 2.5 hours to go to church?
Look, there's never a distance too far to travel for the Lord.
Right.
Don't Pastor Ray come on TV? You can see him on TV.
I don't think he's on TV
yet. Save you some gas money.
So you know what? Why you gotta cut up when Pastor Ray come in?
I know.
Why you gotta cut up? It's supposed to be nice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So before we move forward, let me do this. Jacqueline she said that's the $1 million advice right there. Yes. So before we go on, let me mention our sponsors. The Hot Topics Talk Radio Network and Hot Topics Talk Radio is sponsored by Shades of Africa in 2 locations in the city of Corona and in the city of Long Beach. Also sponsored by SPMG Media. Thank you, Ms. Gina Smith, as well as the Urban Sentinel. For more information regarding all of our sponsors, head on over to our website at hottopictalkradio.com/sponsors. There you can find out more information about them and all the things that they do. And make sure that when you are visiting Shades of Africa in either one of their locations, mention Hot Topics Talk Radio or the Hot Topics Talk Radio or any of the shows, and you'll receive 15% off your purchase. Shades of Africa for the mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so what do you think the number one thing is that sabotage a relationship from from your past?
People comparing other people to the past. To another person, or comparing an individual that they dealt before. Comparing them and like looking for some, or not necessarily looking, but they may see one similarity and then just jump and run with that one scenario or that situation. Or if the past person did something, try to run with that with a new situation or a new individual. That's what I see a lot of times.
Okay, what about you, Yvonne?
I was just thinking about that question.
Really?
Yes. I was.
Well, center yourself so I can see the answer coming through.
Well, I'm trying to get there. So it's not that I'm looking for similar qualities in the guy that I am conversing with, if that's an actual word. But I think it's because of how I feel about the guy.
Okay.
I think my problem is that I don't want to close myself off in case there's a phone call and say, hey, let's see if we can get this back together again.
Rollin G and I had the same reaction. Seriously?
They always say, and I know you guys have heard this saying before, your first love is your true love. And that was love.
And?
So sometimes true love never dies.
So you pine for this person?
Myself up to someone else, and I know I may be missing out on a lot, but I don't think so. But it's
considering you were moving with you. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't see your lips moving, so I can't hear what you.
He's a ventriloquist. whiz. Okay, I got a comment from, hang on, hold that thought. I have a comment from Jacqueline. She says, how about when it's a good pass? The good old days syndrome. Release the football jersey or cheerleading outfit in Jesus' name. It's no longer a good look. Oh my gosh. Okay, so keep going, Yvonne, because I can't wait to hear the rest of this.
Me neither.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, you know what?
Can't be it. I mean, tell us more.
No.
The feel it's the flame is dying, but it's not dead. And
Hold on, though. Wait a minute. Hold on.
look, you asked me.
Hold on. I know, but I have a follow-up question. I have a follow-up question before you move on. So does it matter the time frame? I mean, because you're talking about pining after someone, but how long do you pine?
Pining. I'm not pining.
Shit.
If I were,
Yeah, you are pining
No.
if the relationship had ended and you're still holding on.
the relationship,
Like in both.
the relationship has ended. I'm not pining, meaning I'm not sitting around waiting for the phone to ring.
But what if it rains?
I'm
What-
here and he's in California.
That's what I was going to say.
All I'm saying is that there is that I guess that slight desire, not desire.
I'm not laughing.
Okay, I get it. I mean, but then too, I mean, I have to be honest with myself. That is, it's a possibility why I sabotage other relationships.
Oh, so you're the problem.
I'm not saying,
Yes.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, now we got to the bottom of it. I mean, so.
did you hear me ever say that I was not the problem?
Well, there's so many words.
No.
No, I'm saying so many words. I mean, I'm just okay.
Jacqueline say you still holding on.
I guess I am.
Yeah, okay.
But now don't get now if somebody
Don't hold out too long. Don't hold out too long because I see some people who hold out too long and
D, you know what? I wish you would put your face up so I can see your lips.
I know, because the banner be hiding him.
oh, I bet you can see.
Bald head.
Is that better? Mine is
Yes. Yes. Yvonne's not.
Yeah, I'm right. I see half of your face, Tony. Like you got. Only thing I see is your eyes and nose. That's it.
Really?
No, now I can see. Okay, now, yeah.
Serious? Okay.
Yeah.
But it's right on air,
Okay.
I think. I was laid back. I was comfortable.
Right.
Now I'm not.
See on my phone, I can see all of these face.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, but I
Okay.
only see half of me.
Because you only in half the picture.
Oh.
There you go. No. There you go.
Okay.
So, but okay, so Jacqueline says you're still holding on.
Yeah, I think I am somewhat still holding on. But
So the other guy, he'd have been strung along. The poor guy, he's a good guy. He had found something. And
if
see,
somebody no, if I may be holding on to that, but if someone come along that can take my mind off of that, then I give it up. There's nobody along that can take my mind off of it.
So you're stringing the other guy along,
right? That's what I was. I was just saying. That poor guy talking about finna sell his house and go to escrow.
It doesn't last long enough to string him along.
Being strong, all right. You ain't answering his phone calls at 601?
Huh?
You ain't answering his phone calls at 601? He calling, trying to make sure you up and check on you?
I answered it.
You didn't answer at 601?
No, I answered it. It's the one at 6:30. See, y'all don't be listening.
You said, okay, you said
he called at 6:01.
Right, you got it at 6 o'clock, and you called it 6:01. That's pretty damn good timing.
And I said, I'm repeating myself now. I answered the one, and I had attitude, and he kept me on the phone.
Right.
The one at 6:30 tonight, this morning, I just looked at it and let it ring.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I got it mixed up. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So what's the point of dating?
Right. Right.
So I can meet somebody that's gonna take my mind off of what's on my mind.
Yeah, but that ain't right.
Then you using it. Okay, no, wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm using him. Hell, he's using me too.
How so?
Right. So we don't know about?
Huh?
So we don't know about? How's he using you? How's he using you? How's that?
If it goes further than friends than talking.
What? Huh?
OMG. OMG.
We need a translator.
I'm trying to be nice. Pastor Ray is on the show. I don't want to send myself.
Why? Pastor Ray, please. Pastor Ray is about as real as they get. So go ahead, do the thing.
Okay, if there is sex involved, who's using who?
No, that's a choice that's a choice that two grown people make. They don't gonna use it.
So he's using me, I'm using him. So if it don't work, it don't work.
Yeah, but does he know the reason why you're using him and what lies beneath why?
So what do? Do I go and tell him, hey, look, I'm only going to use you to see if you can distract me from something from my past.
Okay, so
ain't gonna tell me, bitch, get the hell out of here.
Well, I mean, you blame the poor guy. Jesus.
But then but I'm kind of concerned about the guy in a way.
I'm concerned about him too. He may be a mental.
Why?
Exactly.
You could be triggering his a symptom or something for him, because he think he being nice and this and that, and
his inner serial killer or something.
Yeah. You gonna tell him something? Well, I'm just gonna talk to you until you take it off my mind. I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
So what's the point of dating?
All right, that's the next question.
The point of when I do date.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not one to laugh. I don't think I've had.
Yeah, I think I've had more dates this month than you've had in 2 years.
Oh,
right.
Touche.
Oh, Toni, wow.
Oh my God. So she got me. She got me. She got me. Okay. Thumbs up on that one. Thumbs up on that one. Okay. You got me. Pastor Rick said, ooh, that's cold. Pastor, shoot, you telling me. I'm like feeling some like hurt over here right about now. Feeling a little kind of way. Oh my God.
But the point is I am trying. Okay? I am trying. And that's a LOL to you too, Pastor.
But wait a minute, but why try? Let me ask you a question though.
What?
I know Jacqueline, yeah, she throwing shade. I need my glasses right about now. Give a shade tree. That's what she's doing. Putting me all under the oak. But I mean, what are you I got so much going on in my head right now.
Okay, well,
not to mention you hurt my feelings.
I thought this show was about something else.
It's about you tonight.
Welcome to my world. See, before you came back, tell her what you did to me, D, all the time.
What part?
Yeah, what part? Exactly. I was always the case study as to why dating would go wrong.
Now we got a new case now.
But let me ask you a question though. So if the person that you had like these unresolved feelings with, if they were unresolved feelings, you guys had not been together for say a number of years. If you had found yourself in a relationship with someone new, what would happen?
Him?
Yeah, what would happen?
Okay, so I have to revert back to.
Uh-oh.
I have to think about before him.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to be in anybody's relationship.
Okay.
Where it was a matter of single to single. I was single, he wasn't. No strings, no ties.
Oh, hang on a second.
Oh, man, what kind of hanky-panky's on here?
Hey,
hang on a second. Wait a minute. No strings, no ties. You weren't in a relationship. He was.
Yeah.
Oh, you just waiting.
You see.
You waiting for her to get out the way. You can slide right back. Oh,
yeah. You called it, Jacqueline. Jacqueline said friends with benefits, and then Pastor Ray got that going on. So,
but see, that was in the past. I don't do that anymore.
Bullshit. Oh. Come on now.
I have seen the light.
You got a pastor on the show.
That's why I say I seen the light. Hallelujah.
Oh, see, Pastor, you know what? I wasn't going there. Was he married? Oh, see, now she's getting hot.
Yeah, y'all got me in the hot seat here.
Well, you might as well go and stay in it. You only got 15 more minutes left. You might as well go on.
Yes.
He was?
Yeah.
Whoa. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Who said
Ooh. May as well tell it.
Yeah, he was married.
And how long did this go on? Well, let me ask you this. No, I wouldn't think it. Okay, so how long did this go on?
4 years.
4 years? Wow.
Have you ever had a moment where there was silence on our show?
More silence.
There's never been a moment of silence.
It was the wrong relationship. In the beginning, it was. In the
end, for the lamps.
In the beginning, in the middle, and in the end.
OMG.
But you know what? We're best of friends up to this day.
Oh, I'm sure you got
No hanky-panky.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. Now, being best of friends today, would that person then take an overrule for the person that you were actually pining for? Or should I use the word pining?
No.
He would not.
No. Because I actually dumped him for him.
Wait, you dumped the married guy? Or the other guy?
How many guys?
Hang on now, because I'm like, wait a minute.
I mean, okay. How many guys is total? I'm confused now. I got lost.
Well, we
This
just
is,
right now.
let me have a drink.
Rollin D. Cheers.
I got lost. So 11:02, we started out talking about the one guy. So 11:30, we started. So 11:49, I'm
Well,
like, yeah, we would have.
well,
Wow.
Wow.
well.
Wow. Wow. And wow again. OMG.
Are you lost for words?
Jacqueline say crickets. Amen, Jacqueline. Amen. All right. So we've got 10 minutes and Yvonne has just shut the show down. So, oh my God. But I'm so glad that you're back because it keeps me out of the hot seat.
That's all right. You'll get it back.
No.
Yes,
Because
yes.
see, you just put me under a shade tree, throw all kind of shade. So I doubt it.
You know what? I may be a tad older than you, but I'm
Just a tad.
just a tad. But
Just a tad.
see, you've been sheltered.
Ooh.
You. Oh, wait a
From
minute.
what?
The hell you have. Some things you've been sheltered with. I just remembered who I was talking to.
Who, me?
Yes.
Please, I'm a good girl.
Shit. Oh, shit.
I'm a good girl. I am.
Oh, wait a minute. There's something on your nose.
What is that?
It's growing.
Oh my gosh. Before we get out of here, I do want to mention our sponsors one more time because we've got about 9 minutes left. Hot Topics Talk Radio and the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network is sponsored by Shades of Africa in the city of Corona and in the city of Long Beach. Head on over to their website by going to Shades of Africa, that's AFRIKA.com. If you're in one of those stores, make sure that you do mention the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network or just any of the shows under the network to receive 15% off of your purchase. Also sponsored by SPMG Media. Thank you, Miss Gina Smith, for all that you do. She continues to make sure that we stay relevant all over social media, whether it's digital or print. You'll find Hot Topics Talk Radio Network. Also sponsored by Urban Sentinel, Mr. Reggie Kearney, editor-in-chief. He's got some great stuff going on with that newspaper, and that is also available in digital and in print. For more information regarding the Urban Sentinel, head on over to urbansentinel.com. For all of our sponsors, go to hottopicstalkradio.com/sponsors to find out everything you need to know, as well as finding out more about the hosts here on the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network, as well as catching up on past shows. So for more information on everything we do, head on over to our website at hottopicstalkradio.com. All right. So got that business out the way.
That's the end of the show now, right?
I know we've got like 7 minutes. Before I get back into whatever we're talking about, because I mean, Yvonne, you have blown me away tonight. I do want to say thank you to everybody who has been listening in, or I should say that I can see that is commenting. Miss Jacqueline Price, Pastor Ray Williams, always good to see you, because you got to come back and visit us. And actually,
your address, church address.
Oh, send Yvonne your address. Okay. One night we're going to have to talk about sabotage. So one night we're going to have Pastor Ray join us because we do have availability of another person joining us as a guest. So one night we're going to have to get Pastor Ray on here, which will be a lot of fun. So thanks again, Pastor Ray, for joining us tonight. I do also want to say hello and thank you to, I'm trying to look. Devette Mills, went to school with Devette, so it's good to see her. Also, Adele Burrell, thank you for joining in. And for whoever is not commenting and you are watching the show, we really are really grateful. Oh, and Alex, good to see Alex as well. We're grateful to have you support what we do and, tune into the show. So we really do want to say thank you. Pastor, you can't go anywhere yet. We haven't finished. You can't do that. But Pastor, we're going to have to try and get you hooked up on your camera to join us one night. Okay. Be like old times. All right.
Oh.
So, huh?
I said, I know it would be.
I know. So, Pastor, I'll be in touch with you on that. Sabotaging your relationship. For the past. Do you think you can move forward, Yvonne?
That's the question.
I am. I'm honestly trying to. And I think I can if the right person comes along.
Yeah, but that's going to be...
Okay.
You know what? Because let me tell you one thing. I'm not going to set, even with him, I wouldn't settle. Would I take him back? I don't think I would. I really don't. But I'm not going to settle for anyone that is not going to fulfill my needs, and I fulfill his. So, I may be sabotaging relationships that I get into, but if I see that there's something about them that I don't feel is right, I've dealt with men that are on drugs, they were on alcohol, they were on drugs and alcohol. I'm not going down that road anymore. I'm not going down the road where I feel like I'm going to be mistreated, or he's going to, I'm going to mistreat him, or he's going to mistreat me. So I'm just not going to settle.
That's fair.
So, well, yeah. But what would it take? I mean, you said, what would it take? Because again, you don't have to meet, guys just floating around here. So, what would it take for this one special? Because this guy you met on the internet, of course, it was a lot of red flags there. So I don't blame you for that myself, because that was a lot of red flags there.
Yeah.
But what if somebody else comes along on the internet, because that's probably, that's the wave now. What I see, because no one going out anymore to the grocery store and waiting on the aisle 9, going to the laundromat. Them days are over. It's a new wave now of meeting people. So my question to you is, if you meet somebody, what do you think it'd take for them to get your mind off of this other person? What do you think it'd take?
My mind is not constantly on the other person. When I'm with someone, I'm with them. I don't think about him because he is behind me. Do I still have love for him? Yes, I still have love for him. But he is not going to put a wedge between me and whoever I'm with.
Good.
So you think you're going to give this guy a fair chance? The new guy, you think you would give him a fair chance?
Not moving in with me, hell no.
Well, no.
Okay, so what if he sells his house and he moves to Texas, doesn't move in with you, he moves to Texas, maybe get an apartment or whatever, not buy a house, but get something like maybe like a little apartment, maybe 1 bedroom for the time being. So how would that work moving forward? How would that work?
Which one? The one I'm seeing now, or the one in my past?
Oh God! Oh,
the one I'm seeing now, he's here in Texas. The one from the past is in California.
Oh, you got about 1,200 miles.
Okay, I thought the one. Okay, you said he was going to sell his house. Okay, I'm confused. I thought he was out of state.
The one here in Texas.
Hey, Bishop.
That you met on the internet.
Yes.
Oh, so he lived in Texas. Okay, so he lived in
Right.
Texas. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said he was out of, okay, got you. Okay.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to do a follow-up to this.
Right next week. We'll follow up next week.
So we're at that end. Hey Bishop, good to see you. I just saw Pastor Ray. So this must be the show that they come in and they pray for our souls.
Well, I did send some invites.
You did.
Oh, good job, Yvonne.
I had to invite Pastor Ray and Bishop Kenneth.
Oh,
nice. Yay! So the invite to come on the show as well for Bishop Kenny is standing as well, because they are some great guys. They really are.
Ball with them.
Oh my gosh!
Laugh so hard.
And what's fun about them is that people think that pastors or bishops don't have personality or they don't have a sense of humor. Oh, gee whiz. I'm going to tell you, these two, and if I had them together, oh, man, talk about a mess. That would be a mess on camera.
And I want to ask Bishop, did he take his meds tonight?
Bishop was taking meds? Oh, well.
You remember
no.
the other show?
Yeah, I remember him and his meds. He don't take his meds. He doesn't. We're not going to go there. Oh my gosh. But before we wrap up tonight's show, Rollin D, tell our viewers what next week, Wednesday, is in store for them.
Oh, next week we will be doing part 2 of Yvonne and
no, we will not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Well, next week's show,
the Facebook post.
Yeah, but we're gonna we probably have to tweak it. Well, I don't know how that's gonna go, because looking at some of these comments I read on my page, I don't know how that's gonna go. Because one thing we don't want to do is, number one, offend anyone, but number two, it does need to be discussed. It was a picture of a 3rd grade teacher who was kissing his husband, and
he had posted it in the classroom.
And he had the picture on his classroom desk. This is a 3rd grade class. So very interesting topic, for next week, but we're not gonna give you too much information. We're just gonna let you know just to tune in next week and see. I think it's a few things we need to tweak on that. Because I'm reading some of the comments on my page now, and it went from east to west, but the comments was everybody that spoke on the page pretty much spoke, I haven't checked it since we've been on the show. I haven't checked it since, but it's been going since yesterday, 8 o'clock yesterday, and it's still going on right now currently on my page right now. I have to chime out.
It's a touchy subject,
It is.
It's really a touchy subject. And like you said, Rollin D, and I respect that. I totally respect that, because we don't want to offend anyone. But I think that the subject matter, I don't want to say too much. I think that we should all have a right to teach our children at a certain pace or a certain time and certain things, instead of leaving it up to
the school.
Well, I do want to say
in that.
Well, I do want to say this. I mean, the problem of the picture, the problem of you being whatever you believe in is fine. Yeah. I don't think the problem of being a man on a man. The point of this being a picture, that intimate kissing on a picture, I don't care if it was a man and a woman, that type of photo should be displayed on a desk of a teacher.
Right.
The kids are going to school to learn. They know enough with these damn songs that come on the radio. That's enough to go into a classroom and to see this, then to go home to their parents and say, well, mommy, my teacher, is kissing a man on a picture. They'd be like, what? So that made a big, I don't even hear about that. This happened about like 3 weeks ago, because I heard about it a couple weeks ago, and I captured it on the radio. Then I kind of did my research on it. Then I found a picture that was circulating, and it was a real topic, because they was at the school. It was a real issue, a very real issue.
Yeah.
A real issue. So
So we'll tweak it a little bit. so we don't offend anyone, because that's not what we want to do. But we do want to address the issue from a parental standpoint as to what our schools or our teachers are putting in front of our children, and should they be given the right to discuss certain things that go on between a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman.
But that shouldn't be. I mean, schools should be math, science, English. In a third grade class, any of that shouldn't be discussed at all. We're talking about third grade.
It's not age appropriate. It's not age appropriate.
I see we're talking about, okay, high school. This is third grade. So we got to pay attention to it's a third grade teacher.
Right.
So you're the age of third grader. So, it'll be, but we'll definitely look into it. And then at the same time, beginning of the show next week, we just let folks know, because I had a friend that come on my page and she made a comment. And I know she probably felt the certain kind of way, because when she commented, she said, she was like, so would it be okay if it was a man and a woman? And I had to break it down, because I thought she was probably thinking, because it was two men, that was the issue, because a lot of the comments kind of pushed towards that. Well, why is it a problem because it's two men? And no, that wasn't the issue. It's because of what they're doing, because if they would just get married, I'm pretty sure there's other pictures they took at their wedding that they could have displayed. They could be just hugging each other, or somewhere or another, or but display that kind of affection in front of a classroom, especially to our kids nowadays who are kind of growing up, and at that age they're not really sure what's going on. So, I can see a kid running home telling his parent, "Mommy, Daddy, look what I saw at the school. Look at this."
Yeah.
So it's very. I think something we need to touch on. So, and I posted it. I saw it on my vacation, and I saved it in my notes. I wanted to make sure I brought that up. So that's why that's why I tagged you and Yvonne last night.
Yeah.
You guys thought about it.
Yeah. So I think it is something that we can touch on. It's a hot topic. It's a hot topic. So then we're going to take it there.
I got a few more.
I'm sure you do.
I got a few more.
Oh my gosh. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get out of here. We are going to get out of here. Join us next week on Wednesday. Why did I just lag? Oh, I don't know what's going on now. Oh, because I had something else up. We're going to come on back here next week on Wednesday. Always Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Central, and 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Make sure to follow us on Facebook under Hot Topics Talk Radio, and be sure to head on over to our website at hottopictalkradio.com. Again, you can catch up on past shows, see what's going on with all of the hosts, and even send them private messages if you wish, and send them some show ideas if you want to do that too. So head on over to the website at hottopictalkradio.com. Make sure that you come on back tomorrow night. We have Man to Man Radio with Richard Hall and Chris Smith. Oh boy, this show. They're going to tell you about the 10 things that men hate in women. The 10 things. And I doubt if they stop at 10, because these two crazy people, they're going to tell you 10 things that that they say gets on men's nerves. And of course, Man to Man is, it's from a male point of view. So ladies, if you really want to know, you want to know the truth, if you want to hear these two going in, then I advise you to come on back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Man to Man Radio with Richard Hall and Chris Smith starts at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 9 o'clock Central, and 7 o'clock on the East Coast. I got confused. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we will see you back here tomorrow night, Thursday, with Man to Man Radio. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night, a fantastic week, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye now.
Bye.